Hey there, Detroit sports fanatics, and welcome to episode 13 of Taylor's Detroit Sports on Spreaker. My name is Taylor Phillips, of course. Let's go to the game recap. Check out what happened in Game 2 of the Tigers Rockies series. From my good buddy Austin Young in his group, Detroit Sports, Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez, and J.D. Martinez homered, and the Detroit Tigers beat the Colorado Rockies 11-5 on Saturday night. Alex Avila had 3 hits, the first two of them which were off of a lefty. How about that? And drove in 2 runs. And Ian Kinsler, 3 hits. Got 3 hits and an RBI for the Tigers, who scored in all 8 innings they batted. Scored at least 1 run per inning. Had 16 hits and got at least a hit from each batter in the starting lineup. Rick Porcello got the win, improving to 13-5 to tie teammate Max Scherzer for the American League lead in victories. He struck out a season-high 10 batters from Colorado on the same day that newly acquired David Price joined his new teammates in person in Detroit at Comerica Park, and a starting rotation that also includes Justin Verlander and Anibal Sanchez. Porcello allowed 2 runs, both of them which came in the second inning, and 5 hits in 8 innings, walking just 2. Colorado starter Tyler Matzek, dropping to 2 and 6, allowed 8 runs and 10 hits in 4+ innings. Ouch. Miguel Cabrera's 17th home run, a tape measure solo shot with 2 outs in the third, put Detroit up for good 3-2. The drive to center field was estimated by ESPN Stats and Info at 445 feet. That one, to me, disappeared into the higher bushes on the right side of center field. Holy mackerel. The Tigers stretched their lead to 5-2 in the 4th inning on Avila's run-scoring double and an RBI single by Eugenio Suarez. Victor Martinez's 3-run homer in the 5th broke the game open. He drove Matzek's first pitch into the seats in left field over the bullpens for his 22nd home run after Cabrera was walked intentionally. It ended Matzek's night. Matzek had no choice but to intentionally walk Cabrera, because Cabrera took him way deep in that 3rd inning. Previewing Game 3 up next, Anibal Sanchez, speaking of whom, at 7-5 with a 3.57 ERA, goes against Jorge De La Rosa at 11-6 with a 4.20 ERA of the Rockies. In Sunday's finale of the 3-game series, it'll be the 19th consecutive start by a left-hander for Colorado. Wowzers. The Major League record since 1914 is 20 straight by the 1982 Kansas City Royals. Rockies first baseman Justin Morneau is hitting .316, 6 for 19 against Sanchez with 2 RBIs. Watch out. Trainer's room column. For Colorado, right fielder Carlos Gonzalez didn't play Saturday night after re-aggravating a right ankle sprain when he crashed into the wall, making a catch of a foul ball in the 5th inning of Friday night's 4-2 loss, not 5-2. Rockies manager Walt Weiss said Gonzalez felt much better on Saturday and that there's a good chance that he won't have to go on the disabled list. For Detroit, outfielder Andy Dirks is recovering from lower back surgery in late March and began an injury rehab assignment at Class A West Michigan on Friday night, going 1 for 3. I heard that Dirks says his back feels great. As far as I'm concerned, And that was on Fiesta Tigres night, by the way, at Comerica Park. That kind of jazzed up the offense, if you want to be cute and creative.
Tigers and Rockies are tied at 2. Bottom 3 in Detroit. Miguel Cabrera goes deep to center on Tyler Matzik for a long solo shot. Number 17 on the year for Miggy. It's 3-2 Tigers. In the fifth is a
Wait, where did that land again?
Number 17 on the year for Miggy. It's 3-2 Tigers.
Oh, man. Yeah, the higher bushes indeed.
Victor Martinez breaks it open with a 3-run homer off Matzik. That knocks the Rockies starter out of the game and gives Detroit an 8-2 lead. And Rick Porcello was more than comfortable with that run support. The right-hander goes 8 innings on Saturday. He allows just 2 earned runs and strikes out 10. The Tigers win this one 11-5. Rick Porcello is now tied for the Major League lead with 13 wins this season. And the Tigers score at least once in every inning at the plate in this game. They're the first team to accomplish that since the Yankees did it against the Blue Jays back in 2006, and the first Tigers team to accomplish that feat since 1912.
Yeah, that's right. The Tigers have scored in every inning. The Tigers scored at least 1 run in every inning for the first time since 1912. And that was 102 years ago. Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine? Let me see here. Patrick McCoy had a rough outing in the 9th inning and he didn't even get a batter out or a runner. In fact, he allowed all 4 batters he faced to reach base. He gave up 2 doubles, a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored total. He got 3 earned runs against, did McCoy. Phil Koch finished the game, showed him how it's done. Got every single, Phil Koch struck out 2 and got the other to ground out in between, which allowed the 3rd run to score. That was charged to Patrick McCoy. And I think Patrick McCoy needs to be designated for assignment or to be sent back down. Or put on waivers. Because speaking of waivers, there is still the waiver trade deadline, which is August 31st. I was looking for something, and now I forgot what it was. Rick Porcello pitched a scoreless 7th inning, by the way, by striking out the side in order. That's the first time in quite some time that the Tigers did not allow a run to score in the 7th inning at home. Rick Porcello has been the only guy to do so as of late right now. So, moving on here. By the way, I just got an official word that David Price will indeed start Tuesday against the New York Yankees, his first start as a Tiger in the Bronx. 7:05 game time start. Max Scherzer takes the ball in game 1. And then game 3, it'll be Verlander. Now, a couple news and notes on Michigan State Spartans athletics. Michigan State defensive tackle Damon Knox will be out indefinitely following some surgery for an undisclosed injury. That's not enough information. Michigan State head coach Mark D'Antonio, according to NBCSports.com's Pro Football Talk, was not one to shed too many details about an injury to a potential starting defensive tackle on Saturday. D'Antonio announced Damon Knox will be missing some practice time after undergoing surgery for an undisclosed injury, like I mentioned before. D'Antonio quoted, Damon Knox will right now has got some surgery, so he'll be out for a little bit of time. But it is what it is. So we've got to deal with that. So we'll have to see about injuries. Man, D'Antonio, unquote. Wow, D'Antonio, you sure sound generous. Thanks for the detailed report, Coach. At this point in time, this is certainly not a lot of information to go off of, and it is unknown whether or not Knox is expected to be ready for Michigan State's season opener against Jacksonville State. Knox was projected to be the starter on Michigan State's defensive line, so it would seem any missed playing time could be a problem for the Spartans. But even if he missed one game to start the season, it would not seem to be too troublesome a concern against Jacksonville State, because Jacksonville State is not an elite college football team, not even close thereto. Now to some Spartan basketball. The Big Ten's leader in three-point shooting percentage is now a free agent. Kenny Kaminsky announces plans to transfer from Michigan State. Kaminsky, a redshirt sophomore, was expected to receive an increased load this season in the absence of Adrian Payne after averaging 4.9 points and 1.5 rebounds in 12.2 minutes per game last season. The 6'8", 225-pound forward was suspended multiple times last season. Ouch. Whoa. Easy there, Kenny. Michigan State has yet to comment on Kaminsky's announcement. I will get more details on mlive.com, and then I'll post it to you on Facebook. Next Saturday, the Lions kick off their preseason at home at Ford Field, 7:30 on WXYC Channel 7 in Detroit and on Fox 32 in Cadillac, WFQX They will take on Johnny Football Manziel and the Cleveland Browns. We'll take a look at Golden Tate, James Ighodegbo, and the new coach, head coach Jim Caldwell, offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi, and defensive coordinator Terrell Austin. I can't wait. So, Game 3 is later today on Sunday at 1:08. Anibal Sanchez will go against Jorge De La Rosa. That'll be an interesting pitching matchup. Oh, wait. Austin Young just commented on me that the 5-2 is talking about today's game after Avila hit a double to give them the 5-2 lead. Okay. Now I get it. Anyway, that's going to wrap up episode 13 of Taylor's Detroit Sports on Spreaker. I'm Taylor Phillips. I'll be back with episode 14 later this afternoon after the Tiger game. I got to go to work again at 10. I work at Little Caesars Sunday mornings at 10 now, starting later today. Till then, TTFN, ta-ta for now. I'll also be on Blog Talk Radio later tonight at 11 with the Tigers edition. Peace.